Crypto's back, back again. Crypto's back, crypto's back, crypto's back, crypto's back, crypto's back, crypto's back, crypto's back. Na 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 na.
Money good. You know how to take it. You don't keep putting pressure on these niggas. Don't keep running this shit up. Don't keep getting money. Don't keep making these niggas.
First nigga with the hatchback. I'm a trendsetter. Porn.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Trendsetter TV 84, aka Solo TV 84. I'm your special host, Solomon Jones, and we got the TA Guru in the building. TA Guru, go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience, please.
Yes, hello guys. My name is the Distinguished Man. I am a certified cryptocurrency and blockchain expert.
Yes, sir.
As well as my profession is in the crypto market research analysis. So that's really kind of what my forte is. But right now, for the moment, we're going to be looking at some Bitcoin and the run up that has been happening in the past couple weeks. And I hope that you guys have been able to collect some when we were down, obviously around here, when, you know, Bitcoin had reached around below 30K. You know, if you were hovering around here, you know, you definitely saw some return on your investment. So I definitely hope that you guys brought some, or you actually bought some during that time. Now, the thing that when I look at this chart right here, I definitely see obviously a substantial growth over a short period of time, you know, and that's kind of how Bitcoin kind of functions. You know, it kind of drives up, you know, really, really quickly. And also it can fall down or, you know, drop pretty significantly, pretty quickly as well. Now, the thing to me right now with what we're seeing is I think we're seeing a lot more mass adoption going on. And I think that a lot more people are becoming more.
Distinguished Man, can you explain that for the people that don't know what that means?
Mass adoption is when it's starting to become an everyday world use. Not only Bitcoin, but I'd want to say pretty much, you know, all the cryptocurrencies and, you know, or even CBDCs, which I'm sorry, centralized bank digital currencies, which is like, say, Africa came out with their own digital currency. I also read an article where I'm actually from. My people come from Jamaica, and they themselves have their own CBDC coming out pretty soon, and they're trying to have it be a one-to-one stable coin to their currency. That's and cool. Also we have, yeah, you know, it's honestly a great thing at, you know, what we're seeing. But the one reason why I think we can say that we see such a huge spike in BTC right now when it was down here is because it finally reached, I believe, a level which institutional investors, or as I call them, head honchos, they wanted to put their money in, which is BTC went below $30,000. And to me, that was kind of a buy signal for them. And obviously after that, you know, we start to see this run up and going up here, everything, you know, the market kind of doing what it does.
And not to cut you off, Distinguished Man, but if you actually go click on the 90-day tab, right?
Yeah.
You can kind of see that if you even bought back in June, you were still, you know, dollar cost averaging, for example, like I usually do, you were still doing good.
Yeah.
Nobody can always time the exact bottom, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, of course. And that's what I was doing on my trading account. You know, I was doing a lot of DCA. I was purchasing a lot of Bitcoin, Ethereum, ADA, whatever I could really get for cheap, because, you know, real ones know that the price wasn't going to stay there forever, and you had to take advantage of the moment. So during that time, you know, if you were accumulating Bitcoin and you were stacking your chips, yeah, definitely you made a lick for sure, you know, and you know, when everything kind of hit its part, or, you know, it kind of hit a certain number where people felt, okay, now is the time to pull more money in. Now is the time to flood the money in. So I think that right now people are making profits, definitely right now. And like I said, I hope you guys got in earlier. Well, not earlier, but you know what I'm saying. No, like exactly what we're saying when Bitcoin was hovering around here, because obviously we're going on an uptick right now. So that's my own opinion. Solo, you there?
Okay, and can you show the Ethereum chart for us, please?
Of course. Let me see what I can do here.
Now, as you guys know, the Ethereum London hard fork was on the 4th of June, and I think we could say it has been a success thus far. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I definitely have seen a substantial amount of growth. Let's even go to the 30-day chart here. And yes, as you can see with the Ethereum, the hard fork, and the burning of, again, the burning simultaneously with the transactions moving forward, we've seen a substantial amount of growth, definitely. And I was even, I'm sorry, were you going to say something?
I was just going to say, because everybody's probably thinking about the elephant in the room. But before I say that, shout out to Red Sings the Blues, the man behind the mic. He says donation, taking notes. Okay. Everybody's wondering, is Ethereum going to hit its all-time high this month? What do you think?
This month?
Yeah.
I definitely think we could see a run for its money. Of course. Let's see here. All-time high of 4,000. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I mean, listen, we were below 2K damn near 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, where we at now? We're at about 3,200. Oh yeah. Listen, we can definitely get there. I don't know if we're gonna clear it, but we definitely will get there. That's not without a doubt for me.
Okay, and what I wanted to say is, for transparency, guys, listen, I don't own my Bitcoins anymore. I went full into Ethereum. Some people might say it's crazy, but from looking at it from a long-term perspective, Ethereum to me is going to flip Bitcoin. And we already discussed it in the last show. Do I think it's going to happen in this run or even in the next 6 months? I don't think so. Do I see it happening within the next 5 years? Sure. I can't give you a time amount because I'm not a prophet, or I don't have a globe or something like that telling me what's going to happen, But I think that when you look at Ethereum, it just has a far superior usage case than Bitcoin. And I think that eventually you will see it flip Bitcoin. Distinguished man, I mean, call me out if you think I'm bugging or if I'm wrong. Like check me on this, bro.
No.
This ain't just about me, bro.
No, I definitely don't think you're wrong. I mean, the thing is, and the only thing I would question is in terms of flipping it, do you think it's going to surpass the price of Bitcoin? Because in my own opinion, I think that BTC might hit 100K by the end of the year.
Yeah. I don't think it may not necessarily, I don't know about that, right? Well, but I do think in terms of market cap, yes, right?
Okay. Yeah. I do agree with that.
So, and like I said, and as I mentioned before, I don't think that'll happen this year. I don't even think that might happen next year. But anything is possible. Remember, I said in the video earlier, they're not going to, push legislation for regulation. And look what's happening now. And we're going to get into a lot of FUD. I know this title is titled as FUD, but I think that we have a lot of good news for you guys. I'm very, very bullish, more bullish than I've ever been. Shout out to CR Frank. He says, protect your wealth, cold storage, private keys. Yes, please do.
Facts.
We're going to talk about that a lot with the hack that happened to Polygon Network. We're going to get into that. You know what I'm saying? Don't be an idiot and leave your wealth on exchanges. That is foolish. Okay. Now, distinguished man, you said there's some other coins you wanted to go over?
Yeah, of course. I'll get into that real quick. But I was reading an article also of Charles Hoskinson, who is the founder and creator of ADA, Cardano, along with IOHK, which is in Hong Kong. And he was saying that Ethereum is going to reach its peak around 2022 to 2023. And obviously he has worked on Ethereum as an early developer. So his voice carries weight. Mm-hmm. And, you know, he's definitely an honest guy and he keeps it real with us. And, you know, the reason that I think he said that is because obviously with the hard fork and, you know, the EIPs, and there's also the moving to the staking mechanism with Ethereum 2.0. He says that that's going to be something that can definitely drive up the price in a couple years. So I think that Solo, you know, we're kind of correct that we may not see this year, but definitely in 2022 to 2023, we're definitely going to see a peak for Ethereum. That's going to be a fact. Definitely.
Yeah. And I think that, you know, a lot of people got to understand, I've been, you know, talking about cryptos now since 2017 on YouTube. You got to have a long-term and a short-term perspective. You know what I'm saying? You have to, because this is you know, when you're talking about something like crypto, you can't just, a lot of people just think immediately. And if you want to keep amassing wealth and keep getting into good projects, you got to look at it as a long-term thing, like any smart investment. And by the way, it's not financial advice. It's just me giving you guys a philosophy of mine personally. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that is. And then let's get into the news. We'll get into the wait. Before we get into that though, which coins did you wanted to talk about? Because I know you had a couple. You know, this is your turn, baby, to shine, man. Let's go ahead, man. This is on you, bro.
Yeah, you know, if I could, you know, I don't know if I can be PG about it, but
man, bro, just please don't show no nudity, bro. You know that. Okay, so we got this coin called P Rocket, Coochie Rocket.
Let's see if we might be able to zoom in there a little bit. Maybe you can see it right here at the top. If people have been paying attention.
By the way, not financial advice. Let's go.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not in this. So, all right, distinguished man, go ahead, bro. Break it down for us.
I will say that I am in it. I'm in it at I wouldn't say deep, because you know I don't have, you know, close to a billion or a trillion even of this coin, but I do have close to 700 million of this coin. And, you know, I've already taken out my initial investment. And, you know, I just want us to kind of look at the growth or the substantial that we're kind of seeing with these community coins, as I call them. And this coin called P Rocket, you can see that we've seen quite amount of growth here. And I'll tell you right now that, guys, I put in $25 when this coin was pretty. Let me see if I can bring it down here. Yeah, I put in about $25 down here when it was dirt cheap. And you see this parabolic type of motion that we're seeing here over the course of probably a couple weeks. And the reason for that is because they've had a lot of announcements and partnerships going on in the Telegram group, Twitter, infusing that with content creators, promoting, and this is an adult themed coin. It's an adult themed coin, so understand what you're getting into when you go into their Telegram group. But this coin, I have put $25 in, and I took my initial investment out when I started to see it go up. My investment is close to $400 now. That's honestly incredible over the past couple weeks.
Is.
And
why didn't you hold it until it hits 1 million?
I only sold 20%. I told you, Solo. I only sold 20% to try and.
That's smart because, you know, not to cut you off, but that's what I do. I always try to get my initial investment out, double preferably, and then the rest I just do it with house money. I mean, This is what I do. I think you have to have a strategy. You have a lot of people that are just like, oh, I'm just gonna wait till it hits the top and then take out, but nobody knows when the top is. You know what I'm saying? And I think that a lot
Exactly.
of people have to have a strategy and stick with it. You know, it's just simple as
Yeah.
that.
And I had talked to you earlier, Solo, and I'll tell the audience that just try and look at it like when you hit a threshold. Like, let's say you put in, I don't know, like I did for my example. I put in $25, and when it reached $100, I took out 20%. So let's say it reaches $500, you take out 20%. If it reaches $1,000, take out 20%. But you never want to take out your full investment. You never want to do that, especially with these type of coins that give you reflections, or they give you more coins through transactions because they have their own staking mechanism. I don't want to say that, but it's like they offer reflections just for holding the coin. So when you're constantly receiving coins, why would you ever want to sell all of your coins? You always want to keep getting more so that you can sell later on. And as we see here, that some people might have even sold around here, because they might have seen a little bit of growth. So they went ahead and sold. And just like how the market is, we're going to have a correction. And I expect for there to be a big correction later on, definitely right here. But the thing is, I still hodled. I kept my investment. And then when I started to see up, I only sold a little bit again. Now it keeps going up and up and up. And when it reaches a certain point, I'll sell off some more again. But I'll never sell my full investment. Never.
Okay. And then before you go to the next coin, can you show Shiba Inu? Because somebody in the chat asked for it. We can
Yeah,
take a
certainly.
look at where Shiba is at currently.
Let me see if I can bring it up. I can. Might have to search for. Oh, nope, I found it. All right. Let me see here. Let me just stop that. See. Got that? Okay. Now, I definitely see a lot of volume here, Solo, and the past couple days, definitely.
Yeah, and once again, I mean, it'll be interesting to see where Shiba goes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, my prediction is, we'll get into that more towards the end of the show. But I think that at the end of the year, we could see Shiba make a run for a penny. And I know that may sound crazy, but look at the volume of money that's coming in. I mean, last time I checked, it was $1.94 trillion. And just a week ago,
Yeah.
we were what, at 1.4? So there's money coming in left and right, especially OTC money, right?
Yeah.
And I think that the fact that we see the alts moving, especially with XRP and Cardano, both having very impressive 24 hours, 20% or so around there, 19% or 18 around roughly there. Very impressive. And XRP, I'm very bullish on XRP. As you guys know, I mean, XRP is one of the coins I used to talk a lot about, and then I panic, sold or flipped, and now I'm trying to get back into XRP, but I don't nearly have as much as I used to, as much as I want. But not financial advice, but XRP is something that I am looking to accumulate more in the future, as I told you already behind the scenes, Distinguished Man.
Yes, sir. Let me
I
see
mean,
if I can
XRP
find that
hit
for
like
you.
$1.09 today at one point. Whew, amazing. And it was at like 73 2 days ago. I mean, XRP,
Yeah.
listen, I'm going to be real. I mean, I love how Shiba pumps, and you got to love how Doge pumps, but XRP is in a different league, bro. Because
Oh yeah.
XRP will pump when Bitcoin doesn't even pump, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's your take on XRP?
Listen, I think that XRP is going to replace the Swift network. I think that it is going to be the foundation of a lot of banks that wish to use blockchain technology. The only thing that to me is it's not decentralized, I believe, right? I believe XRP is centralized, right?
Yeah, it's centralized to a
Yeah,
point. Yeah, yeah, it's
yeah,
definitely
yeah,
to a point. But
yeah,
one
but
thing about XRP, when I looked at it, and a lot of guys were giving me crap back in 2018, 2017, is I was looking at a coin that what is it the banks would use or are bullish on,
exactly.
and they were talking about XRP, and I was like, well, bingo, because listen, and this is not financial advice, but I want to align myself with the ones that the whales are aligning themselves with. I'm not trying to swim
Hmm.
against the whales. I'm trying to swim with them. Have you ever seen a whale swim in the ocean, distinguished man?
Oh,
A lot of people don't
it
realize
it
this, but
it.
when a whale swims, they're like smaller fish around the whale because
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
the whale, number one, they get protection from the big whale, and number two, the whale, the food that it doesn't eat, it just discards it, and then the small fish can pick it up, right? And
Exactly.
so that's that may sound like a scarcity mindset, but not really, because you're talking about institutions that have billions and trillions of dollars, you know,
Hmm.
and I look at it like that, and so I always like to see what the big fish are doing, the big whales, and then I try to kind of go along with it, but I'm still bullish on other projects, of course.
Of course, and I think that obviously XRP, I think it's gonna hit $10. I mean, we definitely were talking about this behind the scenes, but that's kind of the next threshold for XRP to hit $10. So I think that is definitely possible, and it could happen before we know it. Honestly,
Yeah, I mean XRP I think is XRP has one of the probably the most bullish community in the crypto space, and that could be arguable, but I mean, XRP's army is very infectious. Don't get me wrong, Shiba and other armies are too, but XRP gang hit different, bro. An XRP dude will pull up on you in real life and tell you to meet somewhere so y'all can scrap. Like for real. I don't know. I don't know anybody else that would be that crazy, but XRP people are super bullish, and I think that for those who are missing out on XRP currently, um, I think there will be a dip again soon in the future, maybe a couple months from now, and then you may be able to get XRP at a much much lower price. But once again, that's not financial advice. That's just my theory. You know?
yeah. Well, my own opinion is there's always a correction, not
Yep.
only in markets but also life. There's always a correction. So we just got to position ourselves to kind of not take the full brunt of that correction.
Yeah. Facts. 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 And it's interesting because there's a saying in crypto. It's during the bear market that's where wealth is made, right? And when I look at ever since May, I've been dollar cost averaging, I've been accumulating, and now my bags are heavier than before. And while everybody's gonna probably wait for BTC to hit 64K again or so, um, I was looking at my portfolio. I'm like, golly, I'm literally already at where we were at back in May, at the all time high this year. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And for a lot of the casual crypto beginners, and this is not financial advice, but a tip. The bear market is boring. It's not sexy. It's slow. Trust me, I know. And I've ignored the many a months during the bear market. But the bear market is where you load up on the bags for the low. And when if you hit a good project, like Ada came out during a bear market, right? Back in 2018, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Or yeah, I could be wrong. But if you get a great project and you load up, it's legal robbery. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Yeah, let's talk
In my
about.
own opinion, no, I was gonna say that in my own opinion. Oh wow, look at Ada. Look at
Ada.
Ada,
Ada,
guys.
she a baddie. Whoo.
Look at that. $1.38. Now we're up 50 cents. Yeah, we're up 50 cents, guys, in about a week. That's
And you know
amazing.
what? I think there's an update coming to ADA
Yeah, yeah.
this Friday, I believe. And shout out to
Hmm.
to Maurice. He shared that on the Trendsetter group. ADA might push $2 by Sunday easily.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, the one thing I'm seeing such a trend is look at these volume though, Solo. I mean, look at this volume, bro. I mean, I'm like listen, this is just in a day or so.
But
Look at
what does
that.
that tell you, bro? What does
That
that tell
tells me
you?
people are buying.
It's not just people; it's institutions, bro. Facts.
That too.
You know.
That too.
You know. And
That
yeah,
too.
I mean, ADA
Facts.
is one of those projects that I'm gonna probably be holding long term. I'm not saying I'm not gonna take profits on it, but I can see ADA within the next 4 5 years hitting $100 easily.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
They just gotta, start doing more, which I think they will. But Charles Hoskinson, I really like him. He goes live damn near at least minimum once a week. Very intelligent guy. Um, it'd be a
Also
pleasure to
down to
interview
earth
him.
too.
Yeah, yeah, he's a gangster though. Don't get it messed up. He one of them cats. I think he invited a hater to scrap once, and the hater said no. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Like, Charles Hoskinson, he lives in them farms, man. He got all types of things. You feel me? But
Oh
anyway,
yeah.
we're not going to get into all that. But a very intelligent guy, and I think that one thing I like about him is he's not in it just to rush it for the money. He actually wants to put out quality product, right? With ADA,
Yeah.
quality, you know, quality work. That's what he wants to do, and I appreciate that because as a guy who prides myself on quality content, that's very important. You don't just want to rush it as a money grab. You want to have something that's quality, and this guy understands the space because he's been in it since damn near the inception, and he's worked with Ethereum, so he's got a very good track record, and I trust his judgment.
You know, to me, the one thing I can see from him is like he's kind of looking at Ethereum and he's trying to work off of their miscues in a sense. Like, he's trying to take what they do, and he's trying to put it in Cardano, but he's just trying to do it better. And to me, that is very smart because he's treating the old company that he worked for as a competitor. And he's taking what they do and he's taking it to another level. And to me, with Cardano now, I think this new upgrade is going to be involving smart contracts and moving forward. And that's going to be a major competitor to Ethereum, guys, later on in the future. So, and not only that, but they're also tapping in a market of Africa, which is kind of untapped, in my own opinion. I heard that Cardano was trying to do things in Ethiopia with a national ID to kind of allow people who don't have access to, I don't want to call it like they're not fully equipped to be able to kind of have, ID and registration and be able to do everything with the government, because it's kind of, they might be living in a real third world country, Right. So the thing is that is an untapped market to bring such a highly proficient technology to, and it kind of piggybacks off what you said, where he wants to make this be fundamentally sound to help people, to be a good project. And that to me is very, very, very important to already for him to establish that early, because later on, it's just going to be so much more easier for people to accept it and just adopt it.
Facts. All right. Is there any other coins you wanted to go over?
Nah, I think that we could kind of get into this hack that kind of happened, and I'm gonna give my own little spin to it later on when we kind of get into it, and what I kind of think it's about. But we can go forward. We can go.
Yeah, certainly. So let's talk about this this hack, right? Okay, guys. Boom. Let me see. Is that big enough? Let me know. Okay. So hackers returned nearly half. Last time I heard it was 250 million. That's what I heard. Of the 600 million they stole in one of the biggest crypto heists. Now, this to me is really bizarre, guys. These guys hacked them for 600 million, and now they're giving some of it back. Like, I don't know if it's an inside job or what's going on, but let's see what's going on. More than 600 million was stolen in what likely is one of the biggest cryptocurrency thefts ever. Hackers exploited a vulnerability in Poly Network, a platform that looks to connect different blockchains so that they can work together. Now, I'm hearing that Poly Network is like a on-bridge DeFi site, right? But they're not Matic, or are they the same?
I I don't necessarily think they're the same. I just think that Matic kind of works on their network.
Okay.
I believe so.
In a strange turn of events Wednesday, hackers returned almost half the funds they stole. What? Okay. Hackers have returned nearly half of the 600 million they stole in what's like to be one of the biggest cryptocurrency thefts ever. The cyber criminals exploited a vulnerability in Poly Network, a platform that looks to connect different blockchains so they can work together. Poly Network disclosed the attack Tuesday and asked to establish communications with the hackers, urging them to return hacked assets. So they put this out on Twitter saying, "Dear hackers, we are the Poly Network team. We want to establish communication with you and urge you to return the hacked funds." Now, distinguished man, do you think that Poly Network, I mean, and I'm not holding you to it, I mean, we're speculating it, but do you think Poly Network says, look, if y'all give the funds back, we'll give y'all cats a cut? Because what would be the incentive for them to return damn near half of it?
Well, there's nothing wrong with bargaining. I definitely think that if they can kind of cut their losses and say that, they can sort of move. Well, you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Still here.
the thing to me is like the way that I kind of see it is that they gave the money back. Sort of, I guess maybe they could get some sort of compensation or kind of, I don't know.
But
I
you
mean,
but see, I'm laughing because you already got the 600 million.
but I'm
I
saying
mean,
that
even hold up, and now I'm thinking about it. Because even if you get the compensation, what makes you think you're gonna get away with it? Like, because we know even though crypto's untraceable, it's traceable to a point where you can't, it's not that easy to cash out. Because I know that they had 30 million in Tether, and Tether froze the assets,
yeah,
So I don't know, bro. I mean, like I said, I'm not putting you on blast. I'm just saying, like, what that's why to me this sounds like an inside job almost.
that's what I'm saying. It's kind of odd to me that first of all they put it out on Twitter, and the last time I checked, these type of companies, they don't want their inside business out there to the public. I mean, I know we want transparency and everything like that, but if it's something so serious as them stealing cryptocurrency from you and from your constituents or your holders, why would you want that information public? Wouldn't you want to handle that on your own, or
I'm
kind
I
of
mean, they
kind of
have to get a
between?
hold of the hacker somehow. They can't
But
go
I'm
on
saying, do they
Instagram on
have
a
to put it
pod
on Twitter
page.
though?
I mean, they can't go have a pod put it up. The hackers might never see it. You feel me? So it makes kind of sense that Instagram, I mean, Twitter is what they use because if you want to
Mm,
get the fastest news, in my opinion, it's either going to be on a Telegram group or Twitter. Twitter's always got the
yeah.
news first before even the major publications get it. That's the only reason why I use Twitter. It's like it's great for content.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. It's straightforward communication, and if you want to get a message out there, yeah, facts. But to me, it just seems a little odd to me. And also the fact that we're talking about, they only gave half of it back. Uh that already tells me maybe they're giving the hackers maybe some money, or they're going to give them a piece of it to sort of save face by just, getting some of it back. But the one thing that in my own opinion, this may be far fetched, guys, but what if this was kind of like a counteraction to the FUD of these governments saying that, like, oh, crypto is not safe and, you know, it can be stolen from you, it's not traceable. When, you know, we have new advents such as Cipher Trace, which has come out, and they have themselves talked about they can be, police will come. Well, yeah, that is true. They have his IP address. They
I
have.
heard this dude was so sloppy. I guess he tipped himself 40,000 or something like that. I don't know, man.
I don't know. But
you know what I think?
But yeah, they do have all his information though. They did.
Yeah, go ahead and finish, bro.
No, I'm just saying that, you know, this may be far fetched, but like, what if this was a counterpunch to the, you know, the governmental FUD of about crypto's not safe? Because why or how so quickly they were able to get this money or get in contact with them and get it back? You know, it's kind of like making me think that, well, maybe this was staged for them to say like, hey, you know, even if instances like this happen, it can be crawled back. It can be fixed. You know, we can be able to render the situation. You know, I mean, that's just my own opinion.
I'm gonna be honest. I look at it the opposite. I look at it as I got to be careful what I say, but I look at it as more FUD. You have this infrastructure bill that has come out of nowhere, literally came out of nowhere, right? Within the last week or two, nowhere. And then you have this. I think it's FUD. That's what I think. It's just my opinion. I think it's the opposite. It's to scare people off, because I don't think that people are going to think like you do. And I'm not saying you're wrong. I mean, we don't know. We're merely speculating, right? We're from the outside looking in. Yeah. But I think that the average person is not going to think like you think it. The average person is going to think, oh, this isn't safe. I'm not doing it. Yeah. And Poly Network, I mean, besides, you know, a certain YouTuber who shall not be named who used it, I don't really know. I mean, have you ever used it? I've never used it.
Nah, I mean, not necessarily, no.
Yeah. You know, and that certain YouTuber, I mean, look, I feel sorry or bad for anybody who lost, you know, crypto on it, but he's not exactly the best guy. He was a shiller himself and liked to call out people, but he was a hypocrite, or is a hypocrite, you know. At the end of the day, let me continue reading this. A blockchain is a ledger of activities upon which various cryptocurrencies are based. Each digital coin has its own blockchain, and they're different from each other. Poly Network claims to be able to make these various blockchain work with each other. Poly Network is a decentralized finance platform. DeFi is a broad term encompassing financial applications based on blockchain technology that looks to cut out intermediaries such as brokerages and exchanges. Hence, it's dubbed decentralized. Now, one thing I've heard about Poly Network is that once you put your cryptos on it, basically, you know, there's a saying, right? Distinguished man in crypto, not your keys, not your crypto.
Yeah.
So basically, they have your keys.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. So to me, I'm very hesitant when people talk about, like, you know, even wallets, because I'm like, okay, what, do I still have my keys? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's very important. And I think if you're a beginner, these are nuances that a beginner won't understand unless you do the research. And that's why I always say, do your research. Right?
Yeah. I definitely,
oh, go ahead, bro.
No, I'm just saying, that's why we tell you guys to not leave your coins on these exchanges, because they're it's not really yours while it's still on the exchange, such as Coinbase, which is why, you know, people got wrecked dealing with that. Some people weren't able to withdraw their funds, withdraw their crypto. So, you know, that's why we tell you guys that again,
would you leave your crypto on a D app like MetaMask or Trust Wallet?
I look at it this way. I look at it as exchanges is going to be a super hot wallet, but like MetaMask and Trust Wallet, that is my hot wallet, and my that I have here, my
Well, hold on. Let's zoom in. That's your cold storage right there. Hold up.
Hold up. I don't know if we can be able to. Let me
Well, you
take
might
it
have to
out the
back it up
box.
because it's wider than the Pog, my G. There we go. The Ledger. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that the Nano S?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But yeah, I say that definitely you want to have one of these bad boys. You definitely do. Just to make sure that you can keep hold of your main cryptocurrencies. Like, that's what I put on, like, that's like my safe, but like my hot wallet, say like Trust Wallet or even crypto.com, that wallet, or like, MetaMask, that's just kind of like my everyday money that I walk around with. And obviously we were talking about meme tokens or community tokens. You kind of have to keep those on a hot wallet because they're not really going to be on cold storage. So, because those are fairly new. So, but yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I know
definitely.
you can put Shiba I mean, on
Yeah,
your ledger as well as Exodus. I know that. But
yeah,
some of the other ones, like the P Rocket and also like, Baby Doge, I don't think you're able to do that. So,
yeah, exactly. Well,
and that's why I always say, and I teach all that on my Trendsetter cryptocurrency course, right? Moderators, please post the link. You want to have different wallets. I teach all that. I teach the different type of wallets. I even show brothers, and when I say brothers, I'm speaking, for anybody who buys my course, facts. How to do a paper wallet for Bitcoin, like old school shit, how to print it, So I teach all of that because I'm really about this life. I know how to do paper wallets. Facts. I got a paper wallet. It ain't got much on it, like $5 worth of Bitcoin, but it's still a paper wallet. You know what I'm saying? Facts.
that's actually I actually have a Ledger Nano X. Yeah, not the S. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Um,
But both of them are great. Don't get me wrong, and I definitely think they're both wonderful.
yeah, and I also got the Tracer as well. I like the Tracer.
Hmm.
Um, I have different wallets, bro. I got so many wallets. My mama got two of them. She don't know what it is. That's why I have it with my mama, because she ain't gonna do nothing with it. So my mama's like,
I
yeah,
hear
it's
you.
sitting right here. I'm not gonna tell you where it is, but shout out to my mama. In a strange turn of events, Wednesday, the hackers began
Shout out to the mamas.
returning some of the funds they stole. They sent a message to Poly Network embedded in a cryptocurrency transaction saying they were ready to return the funds. The DeFi platform responded requesting the money to be sent to 3 crypto addresses. This is why I think it might be an inside job, because why would you send it back? Even if you knew the guy got compromised and caught. It sounds like an inside job to me, right? As of 7 a.m.
Yeah.
London time, 4.8 million have been returned. And then as of 11 a.m. Eastern time, about 250 million have been returned. So that's the news on that. Um, DeFi hacks on the rise. And I know DeFi has been pushing the space, but distinguished man, somebody says, well, you guys, if I stake my coins on DeFi, I can make a return back. So you guys are basically saying that I shouldn't make money on it or yield a return on it. Well, how would you respond to that from people who might use that as a talking point?
Well, the thing to me is that DeFi is the future.
Mm-hmm.
I think that, decentralized, obviously not pertaining to one certain area or, one region. I think that, again, even with the staking and, that in and of itself can help you grow your profits. I mean, the only thing to me is that why wouldn't you? I mean, there's definitely opportunity there for you to make money. And in my
Right,
own
but
opinion,
you recommend
it's
something like Atomic Wallet, right? Which is
yes, I
relatively
did.
a lot more safer because they don't have your keys, I presume, correct?
No. It's a lot safer to me. And also the fact that it has the exchanges on it in and of itself, you can do atomic exchanges, you can do a lot of different uh things. You can trade again, like USDT for whatever you want, BNB or something like that. Like, you can just automatically do it right from the app if you want to. And like, I'm not saying buy it. I mean, like, literally just exchange it on the actual app. And in my own opinion, I think that, definitely I prefer Atomic Wallet just because of ease of access, but also the staking. I'm staking VeChain on Atomic Wallet, and I'm seeing yields of about 20+% every single annual. So I'm saying that I'm receiving VThor right now, where I receive a substantial amount every single day just by holding VeChain on my Atomic Wallet. So I mean, it's and that kind of goes to the same notion of there's opportunities for you to get more return on your investment.
Mm. Now, everybody, welcome back to Solo TV 84. If you're watching this on my crypto channel, that's Solo TV 84 now. Or if you're watching on Trendsetter. Now, if you're a beginner, I do have a special discount, 30% off my beginner cryptocurrency course. And I talk about these things. I talk about different types of wallets. Like I said, from paper wallets to cold storage to hot wallets to exchanges and whatnot, and how to protect yourself as best as possible. Now we got to keep it real. Like anything, there's no 100% sure proof way. However, cold storage, I think that distinguished man, you would agree with me, is probably the most safest way. Period.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now let's talk about this Senate kertuffle. Senate rejects change to new crypto tax rules and $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill despite lawmaker and billionaire pushback. Okay. Now, this bill came out of nowhere, literally, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, it came out of nowhere. Yeah. And
You know.
it was also kind of funny how they just kind of ushered in this crypto tax blindly. They just kind of put it under the rug and was like, "Hey, we're including this in there too." It was
they
like,
always
it
like
was
to
kind of
do that.
weird.
They release these bills and then they put a bunch of other stuff there. And the public never notices it because everybody's always fixated on maybe one or two things. But crypto people, we don't miss nothing. Facts. All right. So let's, by the way, this is by Forbes magazine. I like it because they break it down very simply. In a Monday afternoon session, the Senate rejected last-minute amendment that specified a new regulation forcing businesses to report cryptocurrency transactions, and access of $10,000 to the IRS should only affect traditional brokers or businesses who conduct transactions on exchanges where consumers buy, sell, trade digital assets. Now, I would say exchanges have been doing that anyway, meaning that if you, for example, on Coinbase, they report this ish to the IRS, right? That's not a secret. Senator Richard Shelby struck down the amendment by objecting to a request for unanimous consent, which would have only adopted the measure if no senator objected to the proposal. Shelby signaled he would only reserve his objection if senators wrapped in his unrelated amendment to boost military spending by about $50 billion. Okay, so basically the only reason this dude didn't want to approve the bill is because they wouldn't put in his extra $50 billion. And let's keep it real. Allegedly, some of these politicians get a cut. Because, hey, if this is how lobbyists works, allegedly. A lobbyist comes to a politician. Hey, if you push this bill, we're going to give you 10 mil on the low. Allegedly. The politician helps them to push that bill, and then the politician gets 10 million. Allegedly. I mean, listen, I watched a lot of, what's that one show on Netflix with the president, Frank Underwood? I forgot the name of the show. Somebody will know in the chat. But that's how they did it. That's how politics are. I'm not saying every senator is doing that or every politician is doing that, but that's that show shows you how politics are. It was a really great show. I forgot the name of it, but Frank Underwood was the main character of that show. House of Cards, yes. Great show, guys. If you want to see how dirty and grimy politics are, thank you, John E. Royal. Watch House of Cards. It'll show you how grimy politics are. And a lot of that is very accurate, allegedly. Allegedly. A group of 5 senators led by Pat Tomey and Cynthia Loomis introduced the cryptocurrency amendment early Monday. to clarify language in the infrastructure bill targeting any party facilitating cryptocurrency transaction on behalf of another person, a provision many experts and lawmakers criticized as overly broad last week. Yeah, I mean, the language was super duper broad, and they do that because then in the future, if the technology evolves or if things change, they can just say, well, it's included in the bill. And that's how they get you, right? The unamended provision sweeps in non-financial intermediaries like miners, network validators, and other service providers, Tomei said in a statement, arguing such parties never take control of a consumer's assets and don't have the required user information needed to report income to the IRS. So basically, they want miners to report you guys to the IRS and stuff like that in regards to your personal information. And miners are like, hold up, we just mine. We don't know who buys this. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So this bill, here's my thoughts on this bill. Even though it passed the Senate, I don't think it'll pass the House as is. Now, to me, I think this is fun. And this is just, I'm merely giving my opinion. This is my speculation. But this is how they did XRP. The XRP lawsuit came out of nowhere. Just like this, like infrastructure bill, including the crypto tax rule, just came out of nowhere. What I think they're trying to do, distinguished man, and I'm not trying to get into conspiracy theories, but I think they want to scare people into selling because we know that there are politicians, for a fact, that are in the crypto space. Some politicians have admitted to it. So why would they pass something that they don't benefit from? Well, they benefit from it because you might get scared and sell, and then they buy your cryptos. And then guess what? They'll make a brand new law. It's still going to be a tax law, but it's not going to be as grimy or as shisty as what we're looking at right now. Distinguished man, anything you want to say or add to that?
Well, I mean, the only thing to me is that I know they want to get as much information as they can because
they want to know exactly
this,
how much you're holding and how you're trading, all of it. They want to know your funds. And listen, distinguished man, I know you're going to be one of the first brothers on Pog Island. Yo, should I run the Pog up? Yeah, I'm going to run the Pog.
Let's do it.
Distinguished man, don't act like you this. You know what I mean? I know what you are.
Oh.
I know what you are, brother.
Do it again.
Listen, brother. Oh, he's going to do it again. Yo, distinguished man, he loves them European Pogs and them slim pickums. I got you, brother. I got you.
Hey, listen, yo, we need to go holler at O'Shea. I like them blonde hair, blue eyed ones, man.
All right, then you might have to go to Poland then, brother.
Hey,
I
listen.
know you'll be able to afford it in a couple months, man.
I don't mind.
You know, I'll be like, distinguished man, I thought you had a girlfriend. Oh yeah, we're on a break right now.
Hey, man,
be quiet. She not in the room.
Nah, man. Listen, she don't mind. She's all right. Don't worry about her.
Oh, wait. Is your girl a pod?
Nah. She's actually Asian.
Oh, brother. Okay, we got to talk after this then. All right.
I hear you. But yeah, concerning the bill, I think that it's just more that they want you to have your information out there for them to try and understand the money transfer, how much you have. And I mean, and then also I believe they're kind of working with, again, Cipher Trace, where they're trying to figure out like where people are, what they're doing, where they're moving it. And to me, it's just more like they want to control. They just want more control. But not only that, they want to tax the hell out of you. That's even more of a thing. And it's not really because I even read an article today where they were saying that even though it's there, saying that, okay, they want to have this information, they want to get all that. But the thing is this, though, when the government looks to tax something, they want to keep it around because they want to keep making money on it. I mean, think about it with even alcohol, with the prohibition. They didn't get rid of alcohol. They just taxed the hell out of it, right? So the thing is, every single time that they want to tax something, it is going to grow and it's going to be here for the long term and it's going to stay. So if there's any sort of silver lining in this, the fact that they're talking about taxing it, we can say that crypto was here to stay, guys. There's no doubt about it.
Facts. And here's my take on this, guys. Um, at the end of the day, I told you guys we weren't in a bear market. Now I see three scenarios happening according to my technical analysis, and also according to my mentor, who's an Uber millionaire. Okay, don't take what I say with a grain of salt. Shout out to Big Boy Crypto, but I'm not gonna say I know a guy, but I really know a guy. Okay, I see three scenarios happening, distinguished man. The first scenario I see is we're gonna keep pumping up till about October, like I told you. Then we're gonna see a sharp correction, and then we're gonna go parabolic. The second scenario I see is this is just a bull trap, and we're looking at a long crypto winter until about the middle of 2022. The third scenario I see is we're just going parabolic for the rest of the year, right? Now, out of the three scenarios, I'm looking at scenario number one, most likely. I'm thinking that it's going to be we're going to go, it's going to run up. Now, and once again, this is not financial advice. This is just my theory or take. We're going to run up to about anywhere from 70 to 90K, Bitcoin wise, right? And then we're going to see a sharp correction. And the correction is going to be devastating. And it's going to discourage a lot of people who are going to sell. And the whales are going to buy it up. They're going to buy it up left and right. And then we're going to see a run up happening so fast that when people want to get into it, a lot of people are going to be discouraged, or they're not going to get into it till about 100K. Now, that's my theory. Don't hold me to that. Well, because once again, I don't know. I'm not a prophet. I don't know what's going to happen, but those are the three theories that I have from the charts that I've been looking at since June, and the patterns I've been looking at, as well as, like I said, shout out to my mentor and also fundamental news. Distinguished man, and once again, we're not holding you to it. It's not financial advice. But what do you see happening for the rest of the year, sir? Which scenario, or do you have your own scenario that you're looking at?
Well, I definitely believe that if we want to be humble, I definitely see us getting above 60K. I definitely, and also during that time too, in September, October, I think that we definitely should see between, like you said, 70 to 90K. And we're going to see obviously massive sell-offs to get profits in. I think we're going to see that. And that's going to cause a major dip. I don't want to say crash, but we're going to see a correction. And that obviously to me is just part of the market to me. And we're going to see a same thing happen like we saw before, with when it reached a certain threshold, we saw it spike up. We saw it. And, it was kind of even funny to me that as soon as crypto kind of reached below 30K, we started to see it just go straight up, Bitcoin, I mean. So that to me tells me that people were waiting for it to reach a certain point. And then they put in the whales put in, and then the trading bots kicked in, and then retail investors kicked in, institutional investors started purchasing some. So to me, everything is timing to me. So I think that right now, yeah, we'll definitely see a correction when it goes up through time, around September, October. And then my own also belief too, like, I also believe in RWEs, real world events. Now, when, like, say the end of November and December, that's like holiday season, right? So I think that we're going to see a lot more people with money to spend, because during that time, people
I know,
usually
distinguished
want to
man,
spend.
not to cut you off, but let me take this left, because this is the soul
Okay.
creating for. But there's grumblings that there might be riots again because they want to keep us
Oh,
home again. And we got to use code because we're on YouTube, because of the cold, the new variant cold. So they're trying to keep us home again. What are your thoughts on that? Because there are talks about it. And
I
this is
believe
something
it's
that
going to
technical
happen.
analysis, sometimes can't account for, right? But fundamental analysis can. But what are your takes on that? They're talking about keeping us home again, bro. and
Well,
maxed out.
I do believe that's going to happen, and the main thing to me is that they're gonna have to start going back into this socialism type of mindset that we're seeing with this country. I don't know if you've noticed, but the government has been giving handouts. So, in my own opinion, with this new stimulus check coming out, this child tax credit, is there cryptocurrency created by black people for black people? What should we call it? The Black Messiah? What should we call this crypto? Give me some ideas, because I'm also
I
studying
mean, isn't it Potcoin?
Park.
I'm joking.
Oh,
I'm joking.
shit. Nah, but let us know though, the Black Messiah. Let us all know what you think, man. That too. T Reed. These gaming tokens. I think that definitely is something what we've seen even with Axie Infinity. We've seen that really have a huge run up, and people are earning just for playing games. Facts. So
Okay, he's saying the Nuck cent. I
Nuck.
haven't heard of it. But listen, if there's a black crypto out, I need to know the usage case. I need to see the white paper and the team behind it. That's
Yes.
I'm not gonna get Safe Mooned again. That's all I got.
Oh man, Safe Moon. Safe Moon is. I haven't seen it move, Solo. I haven't seen it move, man.
Yeah, man. I got lucky because I was able to sell for a profit. So I got lucky with Safe Moon.
Yeah.
Acoin, okay.
Acoin.
What's the usage of Acoin? What anyway. Yeah, I mean anyway.
I don't know. I don't know what we could call it. Let's call it BBC. I don't know.
Yeah, well, Acoin actually is a real coin by R&B singer Akon. I have to do more research on it. Japan styles. I'm not familiar with it. I'd have to do more research on it, which I'm not going to do right now. But I'll definitely can make a separate video on that in the future. Shout out to Mike Fletcher. He says, "Call it Onyx." Okay, I'll look into that. Shout out to Mike Fletcher. Before we wrap it up, distinguished man, is there anything else you want to talk about?
Well, the only thing I want to say is that right now, guys, crypto is here to stay. That's my own opinion. I've always believed that from the get-go. But just like we've been talking about, Solo, with Bitcoin ATMs, we're starting to see more countries develop their own digital currency. We're starting to see more adoption where people, institutional investors, are doing what they're putting their money in. I think that.
Hold on. He says, I can't understand. I don't mean to cut you off. I can't understand why brothers invest so much time into learning about crypto and not have thought of its application specifically for Black economic empowerment.
Well, it's financial freedom, sir.
Right. You're trying to make it sound like crypto is only meant for one person or one race. Like, you're looking at the micro picture, not the macro. Like, if I don't care about the race when I look at crypto. I care about the team, the usage, and the utility. So if you want to have a coin for Black people, okay, does it have great fundamentals? Does it have great utility? Does it have a great white paper, great market cap? I mean, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, all this whole teppity-tep type stuff, miss me with that shit. Because when I make I've been talking about crypto for 4 years. Black people didn't support me initially. I got to keep it real. People thought I was here running a scam. People thought I was here trying to scam brothers in a pyramid scheme. So miss me with that shit. You coming here now 4 years later talking this bullshit when I've been talking about crypto for the last 4 years. Where were you at 4 years ago when brothers say I was scamming brothers? Get the fuck out of here, man. Like, that shit triggers me because you need, where are my moderators? Get him out of here with his pro-Black ass. Where were you at 4 years ago, bro? When I was talking about it and people were dragging my name through the mud. Don't come back here with your bullshit. You know what I mean? You got these people coming here talking this whole pro-blackity black shit, but you don't support a brother who's really doing it since day one. Stop it.
That's facts. And, the only thing I could even say with that is, a lot of brothers ain't interested in it. I mean, I'm seeing again, now we're starting to see more. And, we're starting to see more people talking about, we need to use this, as a financial resource. But even with that alone, just like Solo said, a lot of black people, we weren't interested in this topic. We weren't focused on it. And, I could even put myself in there to blame, because I was learning about this maybe only a year, maybe 2 years ago, and the only thing to me is that, even if we talk about for black empowerment and all that stuff like that, like at the end of the day, I do want a coin that can help our community, but I want it to help all people in a sense. Like, just like, Solo said with the use case, is it just going to help only black people? Or is it, or is it going to help the world?
How are you going to know the coin only black people are buying it? Like, that sounds dumb.
That's also true too.
And guess what? Every time a black person does something, guess what? It's already been ruined by the Umar Johnsons. And now Tariq Nasheed is getting dragged too. Because you brothers don't want to, and I get it. Like, Umar Johnson's been running the same spiel for a decade. I get it. But listen, you do it, show me the white paper, and I'll look at it, review it, and if I like it, I'll think about it. Shout out to Mike Fletcher. He says, I'm Mike Fletcher, stop it, get some help. Mike, I got you, bro. I got you. It's just dumb shit, man. I hate ignorant shit. If you want to support a brother, go ahead and buy my crypto course. Then we can talk about getting our own coin first. But stop with the BS. What's the thing? Not gaslighting, but the other word. I don't know. But here.
I'm Michael Jordan. Stop it. Get some help.
I like that. That's what I'm saying. It's financial freedom, guys.
Exactly. But you got this guy named Black Messiah who I've never seen before. Where was he at 4 years ago when I was trying to put brothers on this and brothers saying I'm running the scam? I never talked about BitConnect because that's a scam. Come on, man. And the only reason I'm triggered is because every time we talking about something that can empower anybody. And black people, guess what, have supported me the least. So stop it. Sorry about that, distinguished man, but seriously, it triggers me when you have people coming in here trying to preach this pro-blackity black stuff, but you know what? I can't even get support on my crypto course. And you want to talk about a coin. Good luck with that. Good luck with that.
I mean,
anyway, with that being said, I don't have much else to say. I just want people to realize if you're black, all these coins, it's decentralized. That's what decentralization is about. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, if you're rich, poor. It's for everybody. What about black? Come on, bro. I mean, distinguished man, I know you're laughing, but am I lying?
You're not lying. You're not lying. And, I'm not trying to make it like I'm trying to laugh at anything you're saying, but I'm just like, when I hear these people come in here and they just talking about like, oh, we just want it for black people. I'm like, you're not even missing. You're like kind of missing out the broad picture, because even if there was a coin created by black people, in a sense, are we just going to limit it to black people? Or
how would you
do
know
we
only
want
black people are buying it? What are you going to make them show them their IDs? Then it's not decentralized. How are you going to verify that?
That honestly is true. You can't.
It's just stupidity. Well, we're going to do a Hotep coin, and it's going to go back to the black community. And then guess what? It's a Umar Johnson doing a rug pull. Gee, sounds great. Shout out to Coach Lee's Corner. He says, got here super late, but wanted to put something in the plate. Just moved to ATL from Detroit. 120 mil ship strong. Salute. Thanks for putting me on, fam. You and Oheen. Yeah, man. That's what we do. That's what we do. Know what I mean? But all you hoteps, if you're not donating, moderators, put them on timeout. Because if you guys want to talk about supporting brothers, then you guys need to support me first. If you're really about this crypto and you want to support brothers, hit the super chat, hit the link to the Trendsetter cryptocurrency course. But you're just jabbering your mouth. Seriously, where my moderators at? Put all these hoteps on timeout expeditiously. I'm not really mad. I'm just annoyed because where were these people at 4 years ago when I got called a scammer and dragged through the mud? Where were they at 4 years ago, distinguished man? Where were they at last year?
I don't know. They were trying to find some hoes. I don't know, bruh. They was I don't know what they were doing, man. But the only thing is that, myself, even with my own studies, I told you that I'm in a program trying to become a blockchain developer as well. So I mean, I kind of look at it in a sense like, yeah, like, I would love to create my own token, my own coin, but I'm not looking at it just to give it to black people. Like, I'd rather use a coin to help the masses for a general purpose. Like, kind of like how Cardano, they had created their blockchain and their foundation to help, again, poor, impoverished countries. That to me is like a coin that is much more substantial, or, a better use case. Not just saying we need it for black people. Like, that just seems counterproductive to me. Like, I mean, I would have rather you said that use a coin to help impoverished communities or urban communities. Don't just say it's for black people, because now it just sound like you're hotep. That's all that I'm saying,
Yeah, I mean, and once again, I know people might be like, oh, Solo doesn't want to help black people, he's a coon. That's not what I'm saying. But it's kind of like, it's hypocrisy, because you guys, where were you at 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago? You guys are coming in now when the wave is popping. Stop it. Get some help. Shout out to Coach Lee's Corner. He says, by the way, there's a black coin out there. It's called Guap Coin. Okay. Never heard of it. What's the usage? Once again. And here's one thing. I'm going to keep it real. Just because a coin is made by a black person or a black team doesn't mean I'm going to support it. Because if it's a shit coin, or it doesn't have real utility or great fundamentals or white paper, doesn't mean I'm going to support it. I have my rules that I stick by. Shout out to Saipi on Saipi, says, Solo, you're doing a great job. Thank you. I mean, it's kind of like people fall into this trap. Well, we all brothers, so you got to help me out, bro. But then the brother that's running this stuff, he does a rug pull or something like that. Like seriously. You guys got to understand, man. Any coin you get into is decentralized. It's for the people. It's for the masses. Period.
I mean, I'm looking at it right now. Guap coin. I'm looking at it.
Okay, and how does it look like?
They have a roadmap, at least. I'm seeing that much.
They have a roadmap, at least.
I mean, I'm seeing that. So, I mean, and like, I'm not saying I want it to not work or anything like that at all. But I'm just saying that, you know what? I hope that it does succeed. But hey, I'll read it to you. It says, Guap Coin is the first publicly launched decentralized cryptocurrency that addresses the economic and financial concerns of the global African diaspora community. This primarily includes African Americans, Afro-Latinx, Afro-Caribbean, and any other group or culture that identifies with having historical roots on the continent of Africa. We are unified in similar battles with our governing financial systems. We struggle with gentrification and poverty, as well as loss of ownership of our creative assets and inventions. In many cases, we are rendered voiceless, despite having such a great impact on society. Looks pretty interesting.
Okay, and what are we looking at for numbers right now? I mean,
Let's
does it
see
show
here.
that? Do you see that or no?
I'm looking at the text. So it says max coin supply 90 million.
That's not
Proof of
bad.
stake. Not
And here's
bad
the
at
thing:
all.
if it's a great coin, I don't care if it's by a black man, because there's been black. There was this one brother. He had a great coin. I forgot his name, and then come to find out it was a scam that I used to support. I forgot his name. Right? We all know what happened with BitConnect. Brothers was promoting that. That was a scam.
Mhm.
I'm not saying every coin is a scam. I mean, I'm looking at look at this right here. Okay, so this is like literally so this coin
Oh,
literally
wow.
just came out in April. It hasn't done a damn thing.
No. It's on one exchange.
I mean, what is the usage case? I mean, I'd have to do more research on it, which I don't have time for right now.
But I mean, I'm seeing a lot of red, even when the market's booming.
Right. Volume 1K.
Wow.
Yeah, it sounds to me like you got a couple people who are just swapping the coins themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd have to do more research on it. I can't give an opinion on it right now, but I'm not bullish on it. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. But hey, it's there. But I mean, again, Guap coin, like they couldn't come up with something better.
Sounds like a Dogecoin knockoff to me. Good luck with that. Anyway, the final word I want to say is, guys, have a plan when taking profits. Okay? Stop worrying about black, white, all of that. This is for everybody. Okay? Have a plan for taking profits and stick to that plan. Because what's going to happen, and I'm telling you from personal experience, you'll wake up one day and your portfolio is going to double. Okay? You're just going to wake up one day and your portfolio from when the time you went to bed or to when you wake up, it's going to double. You're going to feel a high that you've never felt before. Then the next day, you're going to go to sleep and then your portfolio is going to double again. And then again, it's going to feel better than coochie. I promise you this, guys. You're going to be on cloud 9. You're going to feel amazing. It's called euphoria. I know I'm butchering it, but that's what happens. You're going to feel amazing when you see that. And then what happens is you get greedy. So for example, I'm just using this as an example. Let me give you my Dogecoin example. I remember when Dogecoin was pumping. I bought Doge when it was, 5 cents? I told myself, when Doge gets to 70, I'm going to cash out. Then when it got to 60, I was like, when it got to 50, I was like, I'll wait till it gets to 80. When it got to 60, I was like, I'll wait till it gets to 90. Then it got to 73, and what happened to Doge? The market crashed. What's going to happen is you're going to get arrogant because you see the coins keep going up, and then you're going to keep moving your goalposts because you want to get more profits. And this is not financial advice, but this is what I'm doing, is I'm taking profits along the way. I'm profit trailing. So you're going to have that high, that euphoric high. It's going to be amazing. You're going to be on cloud 9 for about a week. You're going to be on cloud 9 because you're going to see your portfolio. You're going to make like 30 bands in one night. 30 bands. Imagine your portfolio got 30 more bands in it than the day before, and you're going to feel amazing. And then when you start seeing the numbers crash, all of a sudden you're like, yo, what's happening? And then it's too late to take profits. So I'm telling people, have a plan and stick to it. Listen, I'm going to be real with you, distinguished man, and this may sound asinine or crazy, but I'd rather cash out early than try to be one of those people back in 2017 going on one of these exchanges and not being able to cash out at all.
Facts. I even think you did a episode about a
did
young
one
brother
last week. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't remember his name, but like I remember you telling us that he never sold his profits, and he actually regrets it. He was a huge influencer. He had the thumbnail. He was a dude with braids, or He was a young black man. I forget his name, but hold on. Let me see if I could bring him up on YouTube.
Okay. Was it the brother that me and you interviewed together?
No, it was you did a video. You did a video on him. I'm trying to see JJ Otani.
Oh yeah,
Olatuni?
KSI. Yeah.
KSI, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that brother, I think that he didn't get to sell his profits and he regrets it. And yeah.
But he was a beginner and he stuck in the market and he educated himself, which I give him kudos for, and he's still in it. And on the next run up, which hopefully is happening currently as we're speaking, I think he'll be smart enough to take profits.
Oh yeah, of
but
course.
I'm telling you, it's going to be a lot of people, and I've seen this before. I've been in the space for 4 years. They're going to come in, and they're gonna get tore out the frame. They're going to be looking like deer in headlights because they're going to wait for a number when they already had a number in mind. My thing is like you said, distinguished man. I'm profit trailing, so I always want to get out my initial investment, and then if I can get double that, great. Then I already came out ahead. But what happens is then people get greedy. Everybody wants 100x, but it's not always going to be 100x. And I'm not trying to FUD, but I want people to be realistic. Like, yo, you got to have a plan to take profits. Don't get tore out the frame. That's all I got to say, man.
Yeah, I already told you guys my motto, get a number in your head and take 20% off. Take profits, and just like Solo said, take out your initial investment and then you just playing with house money. You really can't lose. I mean, if you honestly take out your initial investment, you can't lose.
Facts. All right, and by the way, guys, another thing, if you really want to support brothers in the crypto game like you claim to do, if you really want to support me, then go ahead. Get the cryptocurrency course, Trendsetter cryptocurrency course, 30% off now when you use the code PAWG. 30% off, all capital letters right now. If you use the code POG, here you go. You can support. 30% off when you use the code PAWG. If you really want to support a brother doing cryptos, all you pro-blackity blacks in the chat, then go ahead and put your money where your mouth is. I dare you to do that. I challenge you to do that. Shout out to Life of Grandmaster Troll. He says, I want 1,000x. Hey, Grandmaster Troll, bro, we got to do a crypto stream, bro. Hey, Grandmaster Troll was talking about Dogecoin yesterday, bro. He funny. A lot of people don't know, but Grandmaster Troll, bro, he talks about stocks and stuff. People be sleeping on him, but he got some good stuff. He's a nerd just like me. He just pretends like he's not. You know what I'm saying? I see you, Grandmaster. He says, I want 1,000x. You know what I mean? But I appreciate you, Grandmaster Troll, coming on this stream because, usually, a lot of people don't come on these crypto streams. But like I said, the Trendsetter cryptocurrency course is in the chat. Type in code PAWG POG and you'll get 30% off. You hoteps, if you put your money where your mouth is. If not, STFU, man. And that's all we got to say. The audacity of these Umar Johnson ass niggas. Let's go.
Money good. You know how to take it. Keep putting pressure on these niggas. Keep running this shit up. Keep getting money. Keep making these niggas.
First nigga with the hatchback, I'm a trendsetter.